If she cheats, she belongs to the streets. It's as simple as that, guys. If you are with a woman, okay? If you're dating a woman, if you're an LTR with a woman, even if you're married to a woman, if she cheats on you, she's for the streets. And if you're foolish enough to take her back, I will tell you now, she will do it again. At some point in the future, okay, maybe not right away, she will do it again. Or sometimes she will do it right away if the right guy comes along. And this is why you cannot go backwards in a relationship, right? I've said this before in previous coaching videos. I had to learn this lesson the hard way, okay? I learned it the hard way. Before my ex from 2006, I learned this lesson. And this is why when I had this really, really, really hard breakup with my ex from 2006, I did not take her back. And that was probably the toughest relationship that I had, like the toughest breakup I had, where I wanted to take her back and my conscience wouldn't let me do it based on my prior experience with girlfriends who had cheated, right? When I took them back, everything was okay for a little while. Of course it's going to be okay for a little while. She's going to be sorry for a little while, but then you're going to argue. The arguments are going to start to come, the conflict. This thing's going to be in your head, by the way. You're going to be like with her, just sitting there at dinner and looking at her and be like, just imagining like her boinking that other dude and getting grossed out, and you're not going to eat your meal. You're going to toss your meal. She'll be like, "What's wrong, honey? What's wrong? How could you do this to me?" Right? Like in the middle of the restaurant. I mean, it's just not any way to live, right? Life is short, man. It's no way to live. Okay? Not only that, but there is just an abundance of women out there. Okay? There's an abundance of women out there. There is no endless supply of women out there. And that's probably the reason I was kicking myself the most when I took back those ex-girlfriends in the past, was because they didn't work out anyway. The girl ended up doing the same thing, and then she ended up breaking up with me, like cheat on me, and then I took you back, right? And then you break up with me. I mean, this is a pattern these chicks who are for the streets follow. This is what they will do. This probably happened to you, right? It's just verbatim. I mean, my story isn't anything special. It happens to everybody, right? This is why so many guys relate when I tell them these stories, because it happened to you, you know? So yeah, it's even more of a burn when you have the generosity and the kindness to take the chick back because you care about her so much, you love her so much, and then you take her back, and then she pisses on you all over again, right? With no respect, right? Treating you like this low value, POS. When you know what you're capable of, right? I mean, especially once you get older, you get more financially stable, you start dating hotter women, it really starts to burn you that you took them back. I mean, that's why it burns me now. I mean, even like when I think about it sometimes, I'm like, oh, I wish I could like slap myself around, man. I mean, because I always moved on to a better chick, younger chick, and a hotter chick. And I'm like, why was I so upset about this? Why was I so, just mesmerized by this chick? It's called oneitis, by the way, which is why you don't want to fall under that spell. It's called oneitis. So common in dating, right? It's even common with a lot of pickup artists, right? They because we go out so much, we pick up so many girls, but every now and then there's that one girl, man. There's that one girl. It's like, ooh, I think I like this one. Something about her. And whenever I catch myself, because it still happens to me, right? Well, it hasn't happened in a few years because I've been dating the same girl. But it did happen with her, by the way. Like when I met her, prime example, the girl I've been with for the last few years, when I met her, I was like, man, there's something about this girl. I'm telling my wing, yeah, man, I'm feeling this girl. And he was like, dude, and I was like, shoot, you're right, man. You're right. And I just took a moment to clear my head, and I'm like, I'm not putting any more effort into this than I would anybody else. Right? And that's really what you need to do. You need to treat these girls just like anybody else. And so I backed up, and it worked out, right? But anytime where you're really falling for a chick and you're like, oh, I kind of like this one, something about this one, just ask yourself, how did that work out? It didn't, did it? Either she lost attraction for you immediately, or you dated her for a little while until she lost attraction for you. Those don't work out, right? This is why you have to stay in an abundance mindset. You can't get oneitis. You can't fall into scarcity, because you'll really sell yourself short, right? You'll sell your SMB short. And as you know, as a man, your SMB is higher than most women out there that you're getting rejected by, son. Okay, you need to recognize your own value. You need to recognize, men, we age like a fine wine, right? I mean, I'm 52 years old. Do I look 52? Of course, the haters like, you look 62 to me. 82. 82, where's your cane? Where's your little walker? PUA, you use a walker in the clubs? Right? But most people are like, wow, you're 52. Yeah. And yes, this is my natural hair. I have to say this every once in a while. I mean, I am getting gray hairs, man. People don't believe it. You can't see it in the dark. Maybe you can see it on this side. I am getting some grays. And probably in the next few years, you're going to see more grays coming out. I don't care. I mean, we're all going to age. So what? Right? So what? However, because my hair actually used to be really light brown when I was younger, teenager, and then it started darkening in my 20s a little bit more, and now it's like Elvis dark for some reason. But I've kind of thought about dyeing it a little bit lighter brown, but yeah, I don't have time, whatever. So regardless, guys, not to get off track, if the girl cheats, she's gone, okay? And you have to have that rule, man. It's like, okay, oh, you cheat on me, all bets are off. Right? I liked you. I thought we had something here. I would have gone the distance with you, but you screwed things up. Right? And if the girl's like, no, I won't do it again. It was a mistake. This guy just, what was I thinking? It was just one time. I've heard that. I've heard that spiel too. No, it's not one time. And it's not just him. There will be another guy. Okay, it just goes back to their pattern behavior. This is why we call them the DG. These are chicks who cannot function in a normal, healthy relationship with you. Okay, they don't value or appreciate your generosity. The fact that you're a good guy, the fact that you do things for her. She doesn't value that. All right, what she does value is a guy who treats her, like garbage, like dirt. That's what she values. That's why we call him the DG, damaged goods. Because she's messed up, man. She's messed up here. Right? So, if you're looking for something stable with somebody, yeah, that's not going to be the person for you. And you're going to learn the hard way if you take her back that you can't go backwards in a relationship. Basically what I already told you. She's going to do it again. Basically what I already told you. And your quality of life is going to go down, right? By taking her back, and just because you're in oneitis and you're afraid to lose her, taking her back, I mean, you're really gonna destroy your quality of life, because again, you'll just be walking around, having a wonderful day. You might be at a family party together, holding her hand. Everything's good, you're feeling good, you're happy you're back with her, and then all of a sudden something will just like pop in your head about what she did, and you'll be like, and then she'll be like, babe, what's wrong? Like, why did you do this? You know what I mean? It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it, right? Because you're always gonna live with that betrayal, and then you're gonna want to get revenge, right? You're like, I'm gonna get some revenge, pussy. Even that won't work. Even that won't work, right? And now you're lowering yourself to her level, which you just shouldn't do. And if you do want to get with another girl or anything like that, as hard as it is, it's just best to cut her off and move on, right? Because, as I've always said, it's better that you break up with her before she breaks up with you. Now, if she cheats on you, you take her back, and then she cheats on you again, plus breaks up with you. I mean, imagine how you feel. I mean, she's just treating you like you're a nothing, right? You're a nothing burger. You have zero value, and she has zero respect for you, right? And that is not what you want. And this is why I get so upset, like when I think, well, not anymore so much. I'm over it. Like whatever they did, they've made their bed, and I've seen what's happened to those women, that cheated on me back then, and did the whole spiel like what I just told you, and their lives turned out really terrible, right? So don't let her get the best of you. Okay, don't let her take advantage of you. I know it's hard, but when she cheats on you, gotta cut her off, man. It's hard. I've been there. Trust me. My ex from 2006, I wanted to marry that girl, right? We were like best friends before we really even like became a couple. I mean, we just clicked. I mean, even to this day, with like all the crap that's happened, like if we're the last two people on the earth, and we were forced to talk to each other, we would just get right. I mean, we would just get along, right? Obviously, I would hold a huge grudge, right? But we would get along. Wouldn't skip a beat. But after what you did, no, right? You betrayed me, right? I trusted you. No, And really, it was because I started, falling into the blue pill, and I was trying to make her happy. I started to be nice to her, and I sacrificed my own happiness to make sure she was happy, which, again, these are just basic red pill truths you learn from watching content like mine. And even back then, I was already doing pickup artistry. I was great at it, and I didn't, I still fell into the blue pill. Hasn't happened since. And I'm so proud of myself when I look back on that and how hard it was, how much I spent the whole summer of 2006 just, down in the dumps, bawling my eyes out. I didn't want to eat, lost a lot of weight that summer, and I came out of it, right? I came out of it stronger, better, and more determined to get back out there and never let this happen to me again. And it didn't. I've not dated a single person since 2006 that has dumped me, left me. I've always been the one leaving. I've always been the one to call it off. I've always been the one moving on, right? Because when these women know that you value yourself, right, and you have self-respect, you have dignity, right? I'm not talking about, like, you're full of ego, I'm full of myself, I'm a narc. No, I'm talking about just you value yourself, right? Like, hey, I'm a man. Do not treat me like that, right? I'm not going to put up with this. And they know that, oh, shoot, he's got his boundaries, and I can't cross them. Like so many other guys that she could cross the boundaries because, she's a good-looking chick, and she feels she could get away with murder. But not with you, no, right? The buck stops here. It's not going to happen, right? We're not, the principal is now, the new principal is at the school. I'm not putting up with it, right? So, yeah. If your chick cheats, man, it's going to be hard, but you have to let her go. Okay? Simple as that, man. Yeah, and if you're married and you have kids and she's cheated, I mean, that's going to be tough, especially if you have kids and they're young, because they need both parents, right? I mean, that's something that you're going to have to make a judgment call on. And this is why I always tell you guys, before you get into an LTR, a long-term relationship with a girl, definitely before you marry her, you want to vet that chick, make sure she's, hasn't slept around, she's in single digits, preferably 0. That's a magic number, 0. Haven't slept around, but that's very hard to find. It's like finding a needle in a haystack these days. But a lot of good girls will have only slept with maybe their high school boyfriend or their college sweetheart. That's pretty much it. They haven't, been getting on these apps and just bringing guys over left and right and racking up their vaginal odometer, right? So yeah, you want to ask these questions before you put a ring on it, right? And you don't want to get with somebody who's going to cause all this havoc in your life, because the more guys she slept with and the more ex-boyfriends she's cheated on, which you want to find out about, FYI, I mean, that's a basic question you should ask these girls, the more likelihood your relationship's not going to work out. Okay? And this is why even before I start dating someone, I started investing in them, I want to know, how many dudes have you slept with? Have you ever cheated on any ex-boyfriends? And do you have any STDs? Those are the 3 questions that I want to know ASAP. And really, if she tells you, like, I've only slept with my high school boyfriend, we're together through college, and I've never cheated on him, very, very unlikely she has an STD, right? But the more guys she slept with, the more likely she has. The more guys boyfriends she cheated on with other dudes, more likely she has. Okay? But as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Anything you would like to add, anything you would like to share, please drop them in the comments below, and I will see you there in my comments.
So until next time, this is Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets, signing out from my garage, here with my DeLorean. No bookshelves yet, guys, no bookshelves. But I'm gonna sign out here. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Obviously, helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. I need your help to help me promote this stuff by subscribing to my channel. Okay, it's free, doesn't cost anything. Hit that subscribe button, baby. Do it. Do it now, son. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content specifically for men even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube, and that is to protect my content from YouTube in the event they shut us down one day, which they might, right? But if you're one of my premium subscribers on my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, you will always have access to all of my premium Alpha Male Secrets content. And right now, it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male content from me. So take advantage of it, okay? Take advantage of it. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.